Ooh, that's something interesting to look at for you who have open eyes. Viggo has his eyes closed because I think this intro spoils just a little too much. But I'm gonna let it roll because this music sets some tone. You have no idea what the fuck is happening.
No. For all I know, it could be a giant... it could be fucking Vulcan Raven in a bee costume twerking or some shit.
It could be, I guess. And you say Vulcan Raven because we recently finished Metal Gear Solid, and this is kind of a Kojima game. I believe this first game is directed by Kojima, second one isn't. We're playing this first. That music is great.
All I've heard is robots and this music. That's all I know.
High-speed robot action is...
Okay, high speed. That's new.
No, it's not. I said it before.
Okay, I didn't listen to you.
Okay, good. Because this is Zone of the Enders. And we're gonna talk about that thing that you just saw. That is very intentional.
I didn't see that.
Now I'm speaking to the audience. Don't think everything is about you. This first game is a very interesting game because in some ways it's like the opposite of Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid was a PlayStation 1 game made with very modern sensibilities. This is a PlayStation 2 game, a fairly early PlayStation 2 game made with PlayStation 1 sensibilities. And we are currently looking at the start screen, so you may open your eyes. No!
No!
Oh Jesus, you almost saw the most important thing, and you can't see that. I forgot that there's like a stinger to the opening. And that's the coolest music sting in this game. So, now we're looking at the start screen. You may look. That's...
I saw red.
Good.
I only saw red.
We're looking at Zone of the Enders HD edition. This is the with the update that makes the game run okay. Because this HD collection was fucking. It doesn't let you sit on the menu very long.
I am blunding.
Fuck's sake. We're back on the menu. We're just gonna fucking get into it and I'll talk later. No. Up. You're gonna do new game. Do you not...
It's X now!
Oh!
Fucking Metal Gear!
Metal Gear! You wanna do normal. And you wanna do...
Metal Gear!
X is confirmed. Don't you know how modern games are?
What? When was this game made?
2001, I believe.
Yes, modern.
Hey, that's Jupiter.
Yay! Anyway, in the opening music it sounds...
It's
AD
like 2172.
The opening music sounded like they were singing about speaking to the
Space Colony Antillia. So Zone of the Enders was planned to be a big deal. We're playing this in part because it came packaged with a demo with Metal Gear Solid 2. For a lot of people...
That's a lot of mechs.
It is a lot of mechs.
How big are they?
Pretty fucking big.
How many are there? 36.
Costs us the colony.
I hate those earrings. Just rings.
They're big rings, they're fine.
I do not like those.
Slash, axe, nitrate.
Also, why do the mechs got tits?
Because it's a feminine mech.
Roger.
What?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Because some people like to design their mechs feminine.
Does the other mechs have dicks?
Actually, all the mechs have dicks. That's where the cockpit is.
Oh no!
And when
it's the cockpit.
And I'm pretty sure, and these are the mech designs are again by Yoji Shinkawa, same guy who made Metal Gear X, and I think, I'm not sure about this. This might just have been something I made up, but I think he said in an interview, like, someone asked, "Hey, why are the cockpits, in the crotch?" And he was like, "Because it's a cockpit." So what the fuck is an ender? Oh, and by the way, come. The localization for this game is kind of hilarious.
Boy of Enders.
I'm pretty sure none of the actors were told what the game is actually about and just made to read lines. And like there's a single guy who has any real voice acting experience in this game, which is Roger Jackson, who you heard speaking.
Kind of reminds me of Astro Boy.
Perhaps. It should be... Well, we'll get to that, but this has definitely taken inspiration from a certain anime more than others.
Gundam.
Yes. Actually. Have you ever seen Gundam?
No, I don't. Oh shit! They actually do have cocks.
They do.
Yeah. God.
So this game does this like weird ancient. Yeah. This game does this like weird ancient practice of like pretty much all the setting and background information is in the instruction manual. And you won't know. Those kids are dead, by the way. Fucking murdered. You won't have any idea what the fuck is going on if you don't read the manual.
Did they get crushed by the cock?
Possibly.
Nice. It's also a cock pit.
Yes.
It's also a pit.
So that was a LEV, an LEV, laborious extraorbital vehicle. That is not a LEV. That is an orbital frame. And we'll get into the terminology of what is what. But both are different kinds of mechs.
Still no reaction from target Bravo.
I've managed to get inside the
That's Roger Jackson. He plays a character named Noman. And he's like the most experienced actor on this crew. He's Mojo Jojo from Powerpuff Girls.
Oh shit! He's Mojo Jojo?
Yeah. He's also a whole horse in the old OVA of Stardust Crusaders.
Yeah. Oh shit, you can see my gun? Yes, it's a fucking gun. Damn.
This is Space Colony Antilia.
Also, what the fuck is happening?
The colony is being attacked.
Yes, but why?
But why? Well, you see...
They called him the Ender Boy.
Yeah. What is an Ender? An Ender...
Is it the pilot?
No. The pilot is called a runner. There's a lot of words to learn.
Okay.
An Ender is someone who is born outside of Earth. Especially someone who is born as far away as Jupiter, as Leo here is. This is Leo Stenbuck, a very English name.
And
that
is
English
it our
people.
main character?
He is our main character, yes.
How old is he?
I believe he's older than he appears. I think he's like 15.
So he's about my age.
Yes. And he is indeed an Ender. He's born here on Antilia, which orbits Jupiter. There's a lot of conflict. This world is basically like our world, and it started separating around 2014 when people started moving to Mars.
For combat operation.
Okay.
There's a lot of animosity between people born on Earth and elsewhere, especially
what would that be? Planetism?
Something like that. Martians do not get along with Earthlings, and when I say Martians, I mean human beings
Born on Mars.
born on Mars.
Yeah, I get it. Is there like a big culture difference?
Kind of. There's a physical difference as well. So you're playing, by the way.
Hey, I get to move with the stick.
You do get to move with the stick.
I have a gun.
You do have a gun, but if you get close...
Can I smack him? Ooh.
Oh, you're doing the circle. If you get close with the square button...
Did I win?
I have confirmed that the target has ceased all functions.
I'm reading it at least.
You did win.
Who
Yeah,
are you?
the audience can hear the voice. I'll have to fix that real quick.
I detect that you are not the frame runner who was scheduled to pilot the orbital frame.
No, I'm not. I just ran in here while trying to escape.
I can't read now.
Whoa!
I have
Whoa!
detected several targets exterior to the hangar, unable to confirm the exact number from this position. Move outside following the direction of the
No, I can hear
arrow.
it.
How do I do that?
Do you want me to explain how to manipulate the frame?
Please.
Roger.
Mid-recording adjustments. So this is your little tutorial. It is entirely skippable if you want, but I think we should have a quick look at what you can do with this orbital frame while I explain the story.
Yes, I understand this.
Yes,
How do I
and you,
move up?
triangle,
Oh, that's how I move up.
and X is down.
Okay. Yeah.
And you can see that if you look at the bottom left, you can see that when you get in close enough for the reticule to turn red, you're in a
That's
close
melee.
range situation. You can exit when you're done.
Okay.
So,
It's kind of
Mars
dash. Let's try that.
is kind of at war with Earth. And I say kind of because the Martians who are at war with Earth, there you go, you got a dash, you can spam it if you want. And if you stand still, you'll do that charge thing, and that's a burst status. The people who are at war with Earth are not actually like the government of Mars. It's more like a terrorist group, to be honest, or like a freedom force if you prefer. They're called Baram, Baram being Persian for Mars. You can exit. I think you got this. Unless you want to keep trying it out.
Yeah, I think that should be.
Get
No,
normal attacks. And what you're piloting right now is an orbital frame. See, the magic element that makes this universe tick is something called Metatron. Metatron was discovered on Callisto, one of the moons of Jupiter, and it allows magic to happen, basically. It can compress space, essentially. So they have something called a Urenbeck catapult that can... it has two ends. You have one placed out here, you have one placed on Mars, you have one placed on Earth, I believe. And it's essentially like a space highway that makes travel... It takes travel from like a year to a week. So it's very important. It's not instant transportation, but it's very fast. And these orbital...
Oh, this is burst.
Yes.
I think the sound is fucked up again.
Fucking sound, goddammit.
That's a fucking like spirit bomb.
Sorry, we're having a little bit of technical issues. It should be fine now. So you have a guard, that's your R1. You don't need to time it especially, just hold it. R1.
R1.
There you go. That's your shield, basically.
Oh, I can move during this
You can move a little bit, yeah.
But I'm slow, right?
Yes.
And this is speed.
Yes. And you can dodge pretty effectively using your speed. So an orbital frame uses Metatron technology. That separates it from a LEV. These are pretty new. In universe, they have only existed for 5 years. Grab and throw, you might want to try that.
I'm guessing that circle button.
Yes. You can point.
Oh, I can aim it.
You can, and you can throw it at other enemies.
Into the ground you go.
Indeed. In universe, about 5 years ago, there was an incident on the moon of Deimos, or Deimos. I don't know how to say it.
So you
of
can do
Mars.
some pretty anime shit like.
You can do
grabbing
very
and,
anime shit.
Charging a fucking spirit bomb and.
So you remember that woman we saw in the feminine robot, in the pink, red, whatever.
I do remember him.
She is one of the main characters in the OVA anime prequel that we'll have to do for sound. Sorry about the fucking... I'll have to edit all of that out. Viola, the character we saw, she's
Yes,
the main character of a prequel anime that was made. Because this was supposed to be like a big multimedia event sort of thing, I don't know. They had big hopes for Zone of the Enders. So they made a prequel anime, they made this game, they made a anime that runs kind of concurrent with this game. So like there's a 1 hour OVA, and then there's a 26 episode anime on top of that. Which I am currently watching and I haven't finished. But I found it through entirely legal means. Totally. It's kind of hard to come by. And pretty much no one saw it. Because this game is kind of considered a failure by Konami. Because it sold way over expectations, but they kind of realized after that most people bought it for the Metal Gear Solid 2 demo. And it kind of ended up in the bargain bins after Metal Gear Solid 2 released. I think you're good to go now.
That's kind of sad, because this seems so cool.
It is very cool. This first game is kind of rough. It's...
I'm really liking it so far. Even though I've played like 3 seconds.
I know.
But just like how it looks, the feel of it,
Yes.
and like the movement.
Metatron?
I like it.
What is...
It is an essential element of Jehuti. It is needed to automatically repair.
I don't know if you heard the name before, but this orbital frame is called Jehuti. Are you familiar with the name Jehuti?
Jeopardy.
Jehuti.
We have obtained the
No, I'm
Metatron
not.
ore.
It is
Automatic repairs to the body.
one possible...
Now, following the
We don't
arrow
know how the
selected,
old Egyptian
move
gods' names were pronounced entirely. Jehuti is one way that we think they might have pronounced the name Thoth. Thoth is from Greek. That's what the Greeks called that god. Jehuti is probably, maybe closer to the Egyptian pronunciation. But there's a theme to the naming. So those are raptors. Those are not... These are automated. They don't have a cock. There are...
shut down the enemy.
In the anime, Zone of the Enders Dolores Eye, the anime, the 26 episode anime is called. In that anime, there are raptors with cocks.
It sounds so funny.
I know. And these are mummy heads. They're more range focused and they have like a big shield.
The surroundings increasing due to battle.
And you might notice that things are blowing up around you, and that's sort of one of the cool features of this game. Like the dynamic destruction of everything around you as you fight.
Yeah, this game seems so cool when it has to fly.
It did at least get a sequel, which is one of the best games ever. Maybe. It's still kind of jank, but it's like a cool kind of jank, and it's way... what you'll find with this game is that it's super duper short, and it's kind of limited in scope.
I have detected a Type C
Oh,
orbital frame
there we go.
in front of
A
our
Type C
position.
orbital
It is
frame.
different from the ones we have previously experienced. Please be careful.
I found you. Get ready.
So, by...
Oof, that's a line.
What?
Yeah, the
Oh, this
line...
shit is so cool though.
Yeah, you have... You
So
don't...
very anime, and I so very much like it.
Area of the battle.
Yeah?
Get fucked.
Yeah, this is Nate, is the name of this orbital frame. And it's being piloted by Viola, who should be reacting much harder to this mech than she is. Because Jehuti looks a lot like the prototype that she was along for the construction
I can
of.
take care of him even without weapons.
See, she was part of the prequel OVA, which is called Zone of the Enders 2167 Idolo.
So look forward to the next
And it covers the development of orbital frame technology, the first orbital frame, which is called Idolo.
The target has disappeared.
And it features
I can detect no sign
Viola,
of vital
a dude
activity.
called Radom or Radium, depending on the translation,
That is correct. Good work, sir.
as well as a woman called Dolores. Oh, and I guess also a woman who is a doctor,
To all units, report your current status.
one Dr. Lynx,
I've arrived at Sector 03.
who
Now start
designed
destroying
the
nearby
Idolo.
buildings.
What game did
Night
what
Raid. I've also
console
arrived
did
at Sector
this come out on?
05.
PlayStation 2.
Should I just wait here?
Nice.
This is the updated HD release that was released as a complete fucking mess.
No
Like it
need for
ran
that.
worse than the
You know
PS2
what
version.
happened.
Worse frame rates.
Don't be so harsh.
And was a total mess. So everyone, of course, the first adopters, they were like, man, this game is a fucking mess. Don't buy it. And people didn't buy it. And Konami was like, well, guess no one wants Zone of the Enders 3. And fucking cancelled it.
That's so sad.
Yeah, and now Kojima isn't left at Konami, so we're never getting Zoe 3. Which is tragic. But it is what it is. These cutscenes, by the way, look very PlayStation 1.
I mean, just-
level of -8. Your combat
That's-
operation will suffer
wanna say
substantially at
something.
this level.
By the way, you are
Metal Gear
Medication to
Yes.
It's a
stabilize your
franchise.
It
I've
is.
played 3
I repeat,
games of it so
Your
far.
mental
Yeah.
condition is declining.
I
The message
wouldn't
is
call
being
me a
received from
fan yet.
commercial broadcast.
Okay.
I shall patch
I
it through.
like the games, yes.
Sure.
But don't call me a
This is
fan.
Atlantis. Whoever
This
is aboard
has
Jahuti,
like
can you read
an
me?
immediate reaction with me. I
The
just want to point that
unidentified
out.
person
I
aboard
This-
Jahuti.
imagine
Do you
so.
read me?
This seems
I
very
can
fun.
understand how you must feel.
Yes. That's
And
Elena.
especially, the
Listen to
combat
me, boy.
isn't very
I
complex,
saw
but
everything you
Yet.
did on my monitor.
It will get a little bit more
I also know
complex.
that you're just a juvenile
And-
civilian, and you've done all of this.
By the way, you can see that truck there to get some
I didn't
scale
have any other choice.
for how big the
I was
levels
so
are.
scared. I couldn't
Yeah.
help it.
I'm
They're pretty
not
big.
accusing you of anything. You proved you can operate the system. Listen, I must ask you to do something for us. Can you deliver that
So,
orbital frame to our base?
Pretty much all the lines.
We are a civilian
There's a lot of
transportation company,
fucking
and we've been asked to carry
what
that orbital
in this
frame,
game.
Jahuti, to Mars. Didn't you see any of our people in the vicinity of Jahuti?
I don't know.
Alan must have
Probably
been there.
Leo
He
is
was
the
friend when
weakest
we sent
voiced
there.
character.
I said I don't know, didn't I? By the time I got there, everyone was dead.
I
Which
see. He was supposed to operate that frame.
he's voiced by a woman
Now we
named
need your help.
Remy
I know you can do it.
Laboff, I
Please,
think.
help us.
Leboff,
Of course, I'm talking business.
Shia
who
Thank you for
has,
your troubles.
including this game
Enough to allow
and
you
the
to
second
live
game,
anywhere, Earth, Mars, anywhere at all.
which has at least voice lines from Leo I can
No, I
reveal.
don't want to.
Including those two games,
No,
she has
you
a total
listen.
of 4
I could
voice
get
actor
attacked
credits.
again. And who the
The
hell
first
are you
two
anyways?
being
Why do you want this
a Dr.
machine so
Seuss
much?
game, and the other being fucking
You've got
Arthur, you know,
We're
the
just asking for a little
that
more
one
of
kids
your help.
cartoon with
Please.
I suppose
that
you
sign
want me
can't
to
stop
kill
me
it
because
then.
I can't read.
hey, hey,
I want nothing
get
more to do
under
with
God,
it. Go kill
precis.
or whatever
That's the
you
Swedish
want.
version.
Just leave
That's the
me
Swedish
out of it.
version. And she
I
had a
got to
role
be
in
gone.
that,
Then a lot more people will die.
and that's
What?
like the two things she had done
Everybody
before
will
this
die.
game.
Your friends, your family, every single one of them.
bitch, they're already dead,
Can't
idiots.
let them get a hold of Jahuti. If they do, it will be the end of this colony. No, it may be the end of civilization as we know it. You must, please, help us.
So this game also has a lot of this,
say I
which
can,
is
but
sitting in the
how?
cockpit and looking around as
I
dialogue is
can't drive
happening.
this thing.
Yes, you can.
It
I saw
feels
you do
pretty
it,
low
and I
budget
know
all
you can
over.
do it again.
I
Still,
was gonna say this is like I'm not a big fan of sitting in the cockpit, but the combat is.
Please, help
I mean, it's
us.
pretty fun.
there's
All right.
I've
the
played
latest
I'll do it
release
just this one
regarding
time,
Sony the
but
Enders was
That's all I'll do.
Sony the Enders
Okay,
2
that's all we ask.
Mars, which
right,
is an
if you
updated
say
version
so.
of
Thank you.
the second game,
But I
which
want you
has
to
like a
remember one
VR
thing.
mode where you
I
can
will
sit in the
never help
cockpit
you
the whole
kill
time.
anybody.
I can
Maybe
only
killing is
imagine
all right for
it's
you people,
extremely
but
barf
it's not
inducing.
with me.
I understand.
I have not played it, I do
So,
not have
we
a
have
VR
business
setup.
deal. The person in charge is headed to you right now. I can't get through to him, but I'll let you know as soon as I do.
So there's a lot of
What's your name?
dialogue
Leo.
here.
Okay, Leo. I'm Elena Weinberg, second in charge of Atlantis. Just call me Elena.
I can really trust you, can't I?
That's a weird
Well, we
line.
don't kill indiscriminately, as you seem to think.
She's with the fucking Earth Space Force or whatever.
What?
I will explain the
Elena.
mission plan. The mission is to transport this
Space Force?
jetty to Mars.
Yeah,
in
like the,
preparation
or like
for a
even,
battle
I
on
think it might
Mars.
even be like the United
First, we
Nations
need to
Space
rendezvous with the
Force,
civilian freighter Atlantis and leave the colony
which are
Antillia.
currently in conflict
However,
with Baram
Jetty has
of
just
Mars.
had an overhaul, and therefore has only
I wanna
minimum
know,
system
like,
capability.
is the clothing and
Jetty's
like
capabilities
visual
will
style of
depend
Mars also
on how
different?
many function modules we can
Not
install.
exactly.
Cause
First of all,
Not-
we
not
need to
noticeably,
transport
no.
the necessary modules from
Okay,
the local
so it's
server
just
in this
humans.
area.
Pretty much.
Let me
They
input
live
the
in
local server with
domes.
a marker.
that's one thing that I
You
like
are
about
to
40K.
proceed to
That
that location.
the difference between all the human
Yeah.
human species.
But do consider it's
Yeah.
only been like 150 years. You pick that up.
Look how fucking cool this is.
It looks very cool, yes.
It's so fucking anime, and I can control the mech.
You can.
I can do everything. I can even fucking Goku charge.
This controls very easy. Like,
Yes, it is very.
have you ever played like Mech Warrior, which is like a simulator type game where you have like your whole ass keyboard and every button does something in your big ass mech?
It
is
enables
very
us to fight
snappy.
against
Yeah,
more
this
than
is like
one
the
enemy at a
opposite.
time. A lock-on related operation
After
has been
playing
newly added.
the
Let
fucking
me bring
fist
up a
fight
window
in
to
Metal Gear
explain
2.
its operation.
Yeah.
This is a very nice. This is smooth.
So you now know about lock-on.
Yeah.
You don't really need to try it. It's like,
EMC.
yeah, so you can like change your lock-on. And, you
this
can,
is
and
not
if you hold the L2, you break lock-on. No, it's L1 to break lock-on. Shut my ass.
exactly.
Is it the other way in Zoe 2? Maybe.
Look how cool it is when you
When you
fucking
dash, yeah?
when you back up and shoot missiles. It
Yeah.
feels like and when you fucking run up and grab punch somebody.
And I'm gonna say this for the first time, I'm gonna be saying it a lot, but that attack has a way cooler version in Zoe 2, the multi-laser. And we'll get to that. Zoe 2 is like the good one. This is like the proof of concept, if you will.
But it's so cool.
It is very cool. So you can exit.
Can I fucking
You can't break these ones.
oh but I can punch them into it.
You can.
And if that
Your spirit bomb has splash damage too.
yeah, that's what I wanted to test.
I think you can charge it for longer as well. If you hold... maybe that was added in too. I don't see any difference.
Yeah, I was thinking that when I first played it.
You can definitely do it in
this-
the second game.
Oops. And this is AoE. This is an AoE.
Not really.
This hits one target and one target only.
Yes, that's one of the things that changed in the second game, where it shoots more lasers that hit multiple targets.
Look, you can like fly around and change your health.
Yep.
That's so awesome.
I'm glad you're having the reaction I expected to this.
It's fucking. You are the mecha anime protagonist, and it feels like it.
Yeah. You are the mecha anime protagonist in many ways in this game.
You can like fucking grab someone, punch him, grab someone, again punch him into the wall and spirit
You're
bomb.
saying like you're doing Goku shit, and that's very accurate. I feel this game kind of controls like a DBC game should. I don't
Yes,
know.
this feels very much like Dragon Ball Z shit.
Yeah. So time to exit, maybe. You'll get plenty of chances to try out your cool moves.
Spirit mode.
Yeah. Escape basically means... escape is like if you lock off, you can just fly away and you'll escape.
This is the end of the training session.
I'm having quite a big reaction
The
to
module we
like.
have obtained
Yes.
allows us to
Very-
select the command menu by pressing the start button. You can save the current status by choosing save from the command menu.
You can.
New
Yeah,
one.
combat.
Yes.
Let us avoid unnecessary battles.
No, shut
There
up.
is another local server
It's fun
in
to
this
fight.
area. Obtain the flying mode module from it. Press the start button to view its location on the
So you have
wide-range
a
radar map.
passable
The green light points to the
passable
local
map
server.
in this game. So that you can see that this unit holds the passcode, which you're gonna need to get the flight module. Oh, you threw him out of bounds. You can't go out of bounds, but he can.
Man, slam!
Yeah, and it does good damage too.
We have obtained the passcode. We
Yep.
will cease battle position. We will
Next
hold
one.
battle position.
And they do have levels, and the levels do matter. You also have levels and XP,
We are heading
but
for the outer area
it
of
won't
the
be
battle
super
zone.
relevant. You can go to like level 9, I believe, maximum.
We have shot down the enemy. We
So-
have obtained the Metatron ore.
Oh, you can of course just go and fight every squad if you want to.
Yeah, look at that.
They're basically just flying around and fucking
We
shit
will
up.
hold battle position.
I don't know if you noticed as well, but the music is pretty cool.
I know. I wanna get someone with the fucking. I wanna grab slam one.
We have
Yeah,
shot down the enemy. We will cease battle position.
level
We will
ones.
hold battle position.
Indeed. Level 1s are not powerful. You also have a burst attack that is like...
Into your friend you go. Ah, I can't fucking block.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to aim them in time. And also he's using
Slime.
an attack that like stuns you.
We have shot down the enemy.
Stop that. Into timeout you go.
We have shot
Yeah.
down the enemy. We will
Very good.
cease battle position.
Now you can use your map to find the module you need. If you press the start button... Oh, there it is. You don't even need that.
We have obtained the program.
Are there
We have
boss fights in
obtained the
this
flying
game?
module.
Absolutely.
It allows us to move to other
Oh, I really
areas
want that.
by choosing area
Of course you
change
do.
from the command menu.
I wanna fight like one other big mech in this. I wanna have a real anime fight.
You can have some real ass anime fights in this game. So now you have the flight
I wanna
mode.
do like blinking shit, like
I'm not saying anything, only that there's a
want
power.
quick dodges.
Are you
I'm just
happy
saying
with
there
this?
might be a cool upgrade you might like in the
We
second
have
game.
obtained the Metatron ore.
So you can use your start menu to access flight mode. Area change. Furthest down,
There it is.
move to another area, yes. So in order to move to another area, Jehuti gets a massive erection and flies away.
That's fucking hilarious.
Sadigula.